All right, welcome in. All right, let's get into it's yesterday's reading, so we're behind by a day. Oh, excuse me. So sorry for the delay. Probably because I got that fan on, but it's hot, it's humid, so definitely want it on. But anyway, let's get into today's reading, and yeah. All right, so Ezra 4 verse 7, 464 BC. Sorry. Here we continue with Ezra's account, which we left following the dedication of the temple and the celebration of the Passover in 515 BC. See Ezra 6, 19 through 22, page 1220. Later opposition under King Artaxerxes. In the days of Artaxerxes, King Xerxes, also Bishlam, Mithridath, Tabal, and the rest of their companions wrote to King Xerxes of Persia, and the letter was written in Aramaic script and translated into the Aramaic language. Rehum the commander and Shimshai the scribe wrote a letter against Jerusalem to King Xerxes in this fashion. From Rehum the commander, Shimshai the scribe, and the rest of their companions, representatives of the Dinaites, the Apharsathites, the Tarpalites, the people of Persia and Erech and Babylon and Shushan, the Dehavites, the Elamites, and the rest of the nations whom the great and noble Osnapper took captive and settled in the cities of Samaria and the remainder beyond the river, and so forth. This is a copy of the letter that they sent him to King Xerxes from your servants, the men of the region beyond the river, and so forth. Let it be known to the king, let it be known to the king that the Jews who came up from you have come to us at Jerusalem and are building the rebellious and evil city, that and are finishing its walls and repairing the foundations. Let it now be known to the king that if this city is built and the walls completed, they will not pay tax, tribute, or custom, and the king's treasury will be diminished. Now, because we received support from the palace, it was not proper for us to see the king's dishonor. Therefore, we have sent and informed the king that search may be made in the book of the records of your fathers, and you will find in the book of the records and know that this city is a rebellious city, harmful to kings and provinces, and that they have incited sedition within the city in former times, for which cause this city was destroyed. We informed the king that if this city is rebuilt and its walls are completed, the result will be that you will have no dominion beyond the river. The king sent an answer to Rehum the commander, to Shimshai the scribe, to the rest of their companions who dwell in Samaria, and to the remainder beyond the river, peace, and so forth. Excuse me. The letter which you sent to us has been clearly read before me, and I gave the command, and a search has been made, and it was found that this city in former times has revolted against kings, and rebellion and sedition have been fostered in it. There have also been mighty kings over Jerusalem who have ruled over all the region beyond the river, and tax, tribute, and custom were paid to them. Now give the command to make these men cease, that this city may not be built until the command is given by me. Take heed now that you do not fail to do this. Why should damage increase to the hurt of the kings? Now when the copy of King Xerxes' letter was read before Rehum, Shimshai the scribe, and their companions, they went up in haste to Jerusalem against the Jews, and by force of arms made them cease. Got dust on our backboard. 1 second. Brand new iPhones. Sweet. So only 3. So there's not too much. So we won't be here for too long. And not that that's an issue. Just anyway. So Ezra 7 verse 1 now. 458 BC. Now after these things, in the reign of Xerxes, king of Persia, Ezra the son of Seraiah, the son of Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Shalem, the son of Zadok, the son of Ahitub, the son of Amariah, the son of Azariah, all right, and then the son of Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the chief priest. This Ezra came up from Babylon, and he was a skilled scribe in the law of Moses, which the Lord God of Israel had given. The king granted him all his requests according to the hand of the Lord his God upon him. Some of the children of Israel, the priests, the Levites, the singers, the gatekeepers, and the Nethinim came up to Jerusalem in the 7th year of King Xerxes. And Ezra came to Jerusalem in the 5th month, which was in the 7th year of the king. On the 1st day of the 1st month he began his journey from Babylon, and on the 1st day of the 5th month he came to Jerusalem according to the good hand of his God upon him. For Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord, and to do it, and to teach statutes and ordinances in Israel. This is a copy of the letter that King Xerxes gave Ezra the priest, the scribe, expert in the words of the commandments of the Lord and of his statutes to Israel. Xerxes, king of kings, to Ezra the priest, a scribe of the law of the God of heaven, perfect peace and so forth. I issue a decree that all those of the people of Israel and the priests and Levites in my realm who volunteer to go up to Jerusalem may go with you. And whereas you are being sent by the king and his 7 counselors to inquire concerning Judah and Jerusalem with regard to the law of your God, which is in your hand, and whereas you are to carry the silver and gold which the king and his counselors have freely offered to the God of Israel, whose dwelling is in Jerusalem, and whereas all the silver and gold that you may find in all the province of Babylon, along with the freewill offering of the people and the priest, are to be freely offered for the house of their God in Jerusalem. Now therefore be careful to buy with this money bulls, rams, and lambs with their grain offerings and their drink offerings, and offer them on the altar of the house of your God in Jerusalem. And whatever seems good to you and your brethren to do with the rest of the silver and the gold, do it according to the will of your God. Also the articles that are given to you for the service of the house of your God, deliver in full before the God of Jerusalem. And whatever more may be needed for the house of your God, which you may have occasion to provide, pay for it from the king's treasury. And I, Xerxes the king, issue a decree to all the treasurers who are in the region beyond the river, that whatever Ezra the priest, the scribe of the law of the God of heaven, may require of you, let it be done diligently, up to 100 talents of silver, 100 cores of wheat, 100 baths of wine, 100 baths of oil, and salt without prescribed limit. Whatever is commanded by the God of heaven, let it diligently be done for the house of the God of heaven. For why should there be wrath against the realm of the king and his sons? Also we inform you that it shall not be lawful to impose tax, tribute, or custom on any of the priests, Levites, singers, gatekeepers, Nethinim, or servants of this house of God. And you, Ezra, according to your God-given wisdom, set magistrates and judges who may judge all the people who are in the region beyond the river, all such as know the laws of your God, and teach those who do not know them. Whoever will not observe the law of your God and the law of the king, let judgment be executed speedily on him, whether it be death or banishment or confiscation of goods or imprisonment. Blessed be the Lord God of our fathers, who has put such a thing as this in the king's heart, to beautify the house of the Lord which is in Jerusalem, and has extended mercy to me before the king and his counselors, and before all the king's mighty princes. So I was encouraged as the hand of the Lord my God was upon me, and I gathered leading men of Israel to go up with me. These are the heads, so Ezra 8 verse 1, these are the heads of their fathers' houses, and this is the genealogy of those who went up with me from Babylon in the reign of King Xerxes, of the sons of Phinehas, Gershom, and I'm not gonna read through all these. Sorry, we're gonna skip down. And with him 218 males, and that was anyway. It lists the genealogies and how many males and how many in each different group, different tribe of their fathers' houses. So yes, like the different tribes or different houses. Well, houses would be more specific. Tribes would be more broad. But anyway, it goes down to him, also the sons of Bigvai, Uthai, and Zebud, and with him 70 males. Now let's go down to Ezra 8:15. 458 BC. So Ezra's journey to Jerusalem. Now I gathered them by the river that flows to Ahava, and we camped there 3 days. And I looked among the people and the priest, and found none of the sons of Levi there. Then I sent for Eliezer, Ariel, Shemaiah, Elnathan, Jerub, Nathan, Zechariah, and Meshullam, leaders also for Joiarib and Elnathan, men of understanding, and I gave them a command for Iddo, the chief man at the place Casiphia, and I told them what they should say to Iddo and his brethren, the Nethinim, at the place of Casiphia, that they should bring us servants for the house of our God. Then by the good hand of our God upon us, they brought us a man of understanding, of the sons of Mali, the sons of Levi, the son of Israel, namely Sherebiah with his sons and brothers, 18 men, and Hashabiah, and with him Jeshiah of the sons of Merari, his brothers and their sons, 20 men, also of the Nethinim, whom David and the leaders had appointed for the service of the Levites, 220 Nethinim. All of them were designated by name. Then I proclaimed a fast there at the river of Ahava, that we might humble ourselves before our God, to seek from him the right way for us and our little ones and all our possessions. For I was ashamed to request of the king an escort of soldiers and horsemen to help us against the enemy on the road, because we had spoken to the king, saying, the hand of our God is upon all those for good who seek him, but his power and his wrath are against all those who forsake him. So we fasted and entreated our God for this, and he answered our prayer. And I separated 12 of the leaders of the priests, Sherebiah, Hashabiah, and 10 of their brethren with them, weighed out to them the silver, the gold, and the articles, the offering for the house of our God, which the king and his counselors and his princes and all Israel who were present had offered. It's kind of cool how it's 12 as well. I weighed into their hand 650 talents of silver, silver articles weighing 100 talents of gold, 20 gold basins worth 1,000 drachmas, and 2 vessels of fine polished bronze, precious as gold. And I said to them, you are holy to the Lord. The articles are holy also, and the silver and the gold are a freewill offering to the Lord God of your fathers. Watch and keep them until you weigh them before the leaders of the priest and the Levites and heads of the fathers' houses of Israel and Jerusalem in the chambers of the house of the Lord. So the priests and the Levites received the silver and the gold and the articles by weight, to bring them to Jerusalem to the house of our God. Then we departed from the river of Ahava on the 12th day of the first month to go to Jerusalem, and the hand of our God was upon us, and he delivered us from the hand of the enemy and from ambush along the road. So we came to Jerusalem and stayed there 3 days. Now on the 4th day of the silver and the gold and the articles were weighed in the house of our God by the hand of Meremoth, the son of Uriah the priest, and with him was Eleazar the son of Phinehas. With them were the Levites, Jozabad the son of Jeshua, and Noadiah the son of Binnui, with the number and weight of everything. All the weight was written down at that time. The children of those who had been carried away captive, who had come from the captivity, offered burnt offerings to the God of Israel, 12 bulls for all Israel, 96 rams, 77 lambs, and 12 male goats as a sin offering. All this was a burnt offering to the Lord, and they delivered the king's orders to the king's satraps and the governors in the region beyond the river. So they gave support to the people in the house of God. All right. And that's going to get us to today's part of the reading. And look, the front part of my book, Chronological Bible, came off, and I was using it as a bookmark, because I mean, I'll have to tape it back on or something. We'll see. Can't staple it, so I don't know. But anyway, probably partly to do with the sun too, as well, as why this is coming apart. But it's definitely been used. Had it since 2017. I haven't. Actually got it from my nana. She gave it to me few years ago. I guess it was around 2018, I think. 2018, 2019, so she didn't have it long. I don't know if it was, looks like it was dated, like it was given to her on January 1st, 2017. Maybe that's when she read it, yeah. Maybe that's when she started. She started on the New Year's and read it to 2018 and then gave it to me. I think I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I offered to give it back, but she wouldn't take it. I guess, I don't know if she got another one or what, but I definitely have been trying to read it each year, and it's nice. I mean, paced by a year, you read through the Bible in a year, around 15 minutes a day. It's at most maybe 8 pages, but it's usually not like word, sentence by sentence. Usually when it's 8 pages, it's like Psalms or something, and it's kind of spaced out to where it's not as many words as you think. But anyway, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely recommend a chronological Bible or chronological reading, whatever pace that you want to go in. Just pray about it, and if you want to do 90 days, but that can be a lot for somebody. But hey, power to you if you can get through the Bible in 90 days. It's definitely a challenge, but definitely worth it if you can, and you sit down and you actually take the time to take it in and dwell on it, ponder on it, and pray about it, pray before, pray, and pray after. But yeah, God bless y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And I will be back this evening after church to do today's reading, and I'm gonna try to post this real quick, and yeah, let me do my devotionals as well. But God bless. Hope y'all have a good night at church if you go. If not, I hope you're having a good week. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Yeah, God bless. Love y'all. Y'all take care. If you got any prayer requests, put them in comments. Let me pray for you.